Hi, my name is Eric Pawlak. I'm the director for the tags division at WTA here in Sydney, Nebraska. Very exciting time of year here at WTA, particularly in the tags division. We are ramping up right now for the Alaska draw. That deadline is December 15th, so we have to have everything to the state of Alaska by December 15th. So if you're wanting to apply for Alaska, if you could get to us a few days before the 15th, that would be helpful so we can get everything set up in time, okay? So when we talk about applying into the Alaska draw, we're talking about applying for species such as mountain goat, caribou, brown bear, Roosevelt elk, Dall sheep, bison, and moose. I'm gonna go through each species and tell you why you might want to apply for that. We'll start with mountain goat. That's probably our most popular application in Alaska. Why is it popular? People want to hunt mountain goats, right? Hunting in the high alpine for mountain goat is an extremely exciting adventure. It is an adventure hunt, there's no doubt, right? We're applying guys on Kodiak, and even more the adventure is the price point, right? If you can draw a Kodiak mountain goat tag with odds of say 1 in 4 or 1 in 5, so pretty good odds, you can go hunt mountain goat on Kodiak, one of the most beautiful areas in the world, for, I think we're selling those hunts for $9,000 right now. Where are you going to find a $9,000 mountain goat hunt? You're not, right? So the way you could though is to apply for the Kodiak mountain goat tag and draw, and then we would book you with an outfitter, master guide. He's been on the island for I think over 30 years. The hunts are physical, but they are very high success. It's definitely a backpack, hiking up into the alpine, mountain house and pup tent type hunt. But again, it's an awesome adventure and it's a great price point. You'll never get a better mountain goat value than to draw a tag on Kodiak Island. Another hunt we have down around Homer for mountain goat would be a yacht-based hunt off of a 65-foot yacht. Now, naturally, this hunt is not 9,000. You're going to double that, right? But if you wanted to go on a really neat adventure where you're not sleeping in a pup tent and you're not eating mountain house, rather you're staying on a 65-foot luxury yacht with one of the best captains in Alaska, best outfitters in Alaska. So again, when we talk about mountain goat, just to sum it up, there's the two options. There's the Kodiak option, which is the backpack hunt for $9,000. And then there's the yacht-based option out of Homer, which is a much higher end trip. Maybe obviously naturally on that trip, the accommodations are much better. The food is much better as you're hunting from a beautiful vessel. Again, with drawing odds as good as 1 in 4, 1 in 5, it is a very drawable tag. We have to have everything to the state by December 15th. So let's not forget that date. Okay, so that's mountain goat in a nutshell. And the next species I want to talk to you guys about is caribou, right? Caribou is an extremely popular North American big game species. Everybody wants to hunt them. And the hunting this last decade, 15 years, for every species of caribou almost, has been extremely difficult, right? So in Alaska, they have the barren ground species of caribou. That's the largest subspecies of caribou. And there's basically two ways to do it, right? You can go up to the Brooks Range and just book a hunt through our Outdoor Adventures division. We have a great outfitter up there. However, the hunt, you can do the drop camps as well. However, the hunting for caribou, again, it has been a little more difficult. So if you're looking for, maybe the old days of caribou hunting with great numbers and a high chance at taking a Boone and Crockett caribou, the only real choice you have is to apply in Alaska's limited entry draw unit, right? And again, that deadline's December 15th. In my opinion, everybody that wants to hunt a barren ground caribou might as well try to draw this tag. It's not an easy tag to draw. However, if you do draw it, it is your best chance for an all-time Boone and Crockett 400-inch caribou. This hunt takes place outside of the Alaska range. Absolutely stunning country. I've been on the hunt. It's awesome, right? We have 2 outfitters up in that country that, we can, if you draw, we can talk to both of them and we can make a strong recommendation there. If you want to hunt barren ground caribou, put in for this draw. It's a really great hunt. It's exciting. It's not super physical. It's a pleasurable hunt. So again, to hunt large barren ground caribou, your only real option to do it and put the odds in your favor and have a real legitimate opportunity at a Boone and Crockett caribou is to be applying in that draw area. let's talk about Roosevelt elk hunting, right? It's kind of an off species of the North American 29, but if you want your North American 29 or you just want to go on a great adventure, the Roosevelt elk is that, right? And where do we hunt those? So in Alaska, we hunt those on a Fognak Island, right? And it's a boat-based hunt. It's a great big yacht that you get to stay on, and it's just a great adventure, you know. These are big bodied elk, right? You know, maybe I want to say 800 or 900 pound animals, and you're hunting those capes off of a Fognak. This is not a real difficult tag to draw. You know, maybe odds of, you know, off the top of my head, maybe odds of 1 in 10. You're going to fly into Kodiak City, then they're going to fly you into the boat. These hunts are expensive, however. So don't put in if you don't have a higher hunting budget, maybe. You know, these hunts are going to push north of, you know, high 20s, low $30,000 type hunt. However, if you need a Roosevelt hunt or just want to go on a fantastic adventure and just have the adventure of hunting a Fognak Island, this would be a great hunt to apply for. Okay, so we've just talked about Roosevelt elk hunting on a Fognak Island. Another hunt that we have on a Fognak with the same outfitter from the same vessel is brown bear hunting. And a Fognak holds some of the most world-class brown bear hunting in Alaska. You know, big bears, hunting from the boat. You know, brown bear hunting, this is a once-in-a-lifetime type hunt for a lot of guys. This is a Fognak brown bear hunt. It is on a drawing. It's not a real difficult draw. It is an expensive hunt, but all brown bear hunting is expensive for the most part, right? I think last year on this hunt, last spring, which, you know, we know spring is probably the best time to go hunt big brown bears. I think last year we had 2 hunters, and I think we took a 9'7" bear and a bear that squared over 10 feet. So of the 2 hunters we had, we were 50% on 10 footers, right? So that's pretty amazing. You're not out in a pup tent getting just crushed by the weather. If the weather's bad, just stay in the boat, right? It's also a great glassing point where you can glass, you know, you can glass the island and make your plan from there. So it is a little bit more comfortable brown bear hunt, right? I think this is one of the greatest brown bear hunts that is available to sportsmen today. So if you want to apply for, or if you need a brown bear, this would be a great option. And another hunt that we have, it's actually on Kodiak Island itself. So this boat-based hunt on a Fognak, you know, you're north of $30,000 there. We also have around Ugak Bay on Kodiak, we also have $16,000 brown bear backpack hunts, right? So where are you going to hunt a brown bear for $16,000? You're not, right? Unless you were to draw this tag. Again, we have a master guide outfitter that does a great job. Basically what happens is you're going to fly into Kodiak City. Next day, you're going to take an extremely reasonably priced charter flight into the lodge. You're going to shake down your gear. You're going to go through everything. Next morning, you're going to jump in the little Lund tiller boat. You're going to go up into your drainage. You and your guide are going to backpack up into the mountains, and you're going to hunt brown bear, Kodiak brown bear, for $16,000. So again, 2 options there for brown bear. 1 boat based on a Fognak, 1 backpack style for an extremely reasonable price on Kodiak off Ugak there. Those hunts, to apply for those hunts, they do require a guide client agreement, which I can take care of or one of my teammates can take care of. And it also requires a small deposit, just because if you draw the tag, you have to be serious about going. Alrighty, the next species I want to talk about in Alaska is going to be Dall sheep hunting, right? Dall sheep hunting. The Dall sheep have taken a little bit of a hit in Alaska with some of the winters that we've had over the last couple of years. However, if you want to go after the greatest rams in the world, you need to be applying in the Tok, you need to be applying in the Chugach. It does require a guide client agreement. We have that all set up and ready to go. So if Dall sheep, if you're looking for, you know, a big Dall sheep, I know you've heard that, you know, maybe the Tok has hunted a little tougher lately. It has, absolutely. Our client that drew last year, though, shot a 39.5-inch ram, just a great big heavy twister, and so it's tougher without a doubt. However, it's still worth applying for. So, you know, make sure we get things going before December 15th. It is a more difficult draw, but it is a draw for Dall sheep, some of the highest quality Dall sheep rams that are coming out of the North Country. You know, sheep hunting is the ultimate, right? Let's get those tags applied for, and maybe you'll be the one that gets lucky this year. I personally drew the Chugach hunt a while back. It was by far the most difficult hunt I've ever done in my life. So if you do apply, you need to make sure you're ready for a very tough physical backpack hunt. But that's just sheep hunting, right? That's just high alpine hunting. If you're up to the challenge though, it's definitely worth applying for. In the Alaska draw, another species that we apply for here at WTA TAGS is the Alaskan Yukon moose. This is an interesting one. This is a hunt that we actually went out and purchased from an outfitter on native corporation land. We run our own draw for that. We put all your names in a hat. We're gonna pull 2 names out of the hat. It is an expensive hunt. However, it is the best moose hunting in the state of Alaska. The gentleman that drew last year, he's one of my clients. He went in there and just was blown away. Saw a lot of animals, shot a great big one, I think on day 2, and hung around for a while and just had a fantastic hunt. So I know moose is a very, very popular species for everybody. And the Alaska Yukon is the ultimate, right? It's the biggest moose in the world. And if you haven't hunted big bull moose, it's something that you should do in your lifetime. And finally, we have the free-range bison. Let's not forget about the bison hunting in Alaska. It is a difficult draw. However, it is a very highly successful hunt, and the bison that they're hunting are typically make the Boone and Crockett record book. Drawing a tag in Alaska will give you the best possible chance of maximizing the probability that you will have a high-quality experience in the last frontier. Alaska is the ultimate. I hope everybody gets a chance to hunt it in their lifetime more than once, right? If you want to hunt Alaska, this is the way to do it. Putting in for these draws for the species that you're interested in, that's the way to go. Give us a call. My guys are set up, they're ready to go. They can go through any of these species with you perfectly. They know the units, they know the outfitters. Any questions that you may have, they can answer them. So, but it is imperative that you get to us quickly here, because December 15th is coming up fast, and after that date comes and goes, that naturally you cannot apply for that. December 15th is the deadline. They'll post the results on or around February 15th. If you draw a tag, my guys will call you. We'll talk outfitters at that point. But right now, the most important part is to give us a call and get signed up for applying in Alaska. So you got to believe. So if you believe, you'll draw a tag. Give us a call, 1-800-755-TAGS, 1-800-755-8247. Good luck.